when it comes to Ghana. We still carry the old colonial mindset.
If you want to do business in Ghana, then you have to be prepared. My business can generate government $3.2 billion every year. Is government looking at me straight? I've read the two manifestos of the two parties. Honestly,
Cotton is grown in moderate climates, and Ghana has the perfect climate to grow cotton. But we don't do that.
Abusha mo tase de bo in balance. So what I say. Na no na Ghana CEOs nya kokosia na o na mo dwendwen Ghana said the Ghana besi ma tumpon. So what I say. Said the Ghana ye the Ghana ma NPP&NDC like womonya be boye. Na me de mayi CEOs mienu bi o mo kan sim between say yes ato my dream mu pa ba abusha so people too let me know at the comment section me de be brown. Yes. When na CEO baako sorry eje mic no ka say onon kwa kana dwuma betimi like Ghana for mpanyefo moko IMF no nkonon kwa kana dwuma betimi approve those kind of IMF be like they ho na so instance Ghana for mpanyefo omondwe like even private sectors for no until most of them moko IMF aya Ghana haya nke osika haya kibetima eden aboa. So what I say, now if you kill those kind of IMF, which is Ghana 1.1 year, omumu ma dey you. Until any place yes, your man na kwa BEDIAKO mla. And now to say, she MPA, onya employ even 4 or 3 peoples in his life. Now atna parliament SM Ramano. Say wo onona wa apply almost be 10,000 7,000 peoples. Every month be out your moka. Now unya employee like even 4 people crying in your life no. Obe shamrama no. We ye the buma. Which is na kwa BEDIAKO. Ewo adwea obetunde buma be de be man de akoso. Abusia mencha ho pese ye koere de ye ko ansam no so.
If I will be very blunt, government policies had really not helped the private sector. That is where we are sitting right now, and we have to be frank about it. If you want to do business in Ghana, then you have to be prepared. Being a Ghanaian to do business in Ghana, you have to be brave.
We trim my business be so. So opese like opese one kasa oye wodmo Ghana just say we you are ready to prepare. We trim my business be so. We say na kwa BEDIAKO all of a sudden we say over presidency dina afi yes on tax. Afi yes on you be pulling it down.
Like we don't support our own. I have tasted it, I have slept with it, and I'm living with it. And it's quite dangerous and difficult. I always try to be honest with my business. It's about time we build strong indigenous businesses. If Ghana will have 10 top businessmen, how much did we pick from IMF? My business can generate government $3.2 billion every year. Is government looking at me straight? If you build 5 of my businesses and you want to go to IMF, you can call McDan, you can call Margin, you can call the rest. It's happening in Nigeria, backdoor. Say, give me $1 billion, give me $1 billion. We inject $3 billion into the economy. That is the straight private businesses. I've read the 2 manifestos of the 2 parties. Honestly, I don't believe in manifestos, but I believe in national agenda. If we scale towards one national agenda and have one straight policy, to say to ourselves that this is what we want the next 5 years to be, 4 years to be, 10 years to be, we want to build the greatest businesses in this country. We have everything. I was listening to Trump yesterday, and he made very pronounced, straightforward statement towards the private sector.
That national agenda na kwa BEDIAKO policies no. Also, but never be good na kwan so 5 years, 20 years, 30 years time. You na be the na humbeto yen. Tiene sem no. Because what can NPP&NDC manifestos mvura border. Faso bien so.
Believe that we have to really get serious.
Sorry, it's President Trump.
President Trump.
Elect.
President-elect Trump. And I believe we have to be very serious in this country. We can help government. We have to help government. This is our country. We don't have any other country to run to. All my investments is in Ghana. And what do I do? Where do I run to? We have to put all our resources in here. I can tell you that we're living in a country when government, the politicians, will sit down and will drive policies for the private sector who understand business. I've had many occasions where I've walked into a minister, whatever I explain, he doesn't understand. And he will never understand. And this is the guy taking decision for me. I've been in private business for over 30 years, and I'm telling you that this will work not for me in my selfish interest, but think about it. The politicians who are not even built or employ 3 people in his whole life will sit and enact, come up with a policy for me who is paying over 7,000 people. Our job is to, our business as entrepreneur is to create job. Government business is to aid us to create a job for them. So if you cross Ghana, we are doing well. My only problem is at time the politics of winner takes all.
Was you hear the other one? Brunino, how edit? Or can't some public Ghana Bushia. Bruni, Afra, which just about 2 for Ghana higher. Nasa we Ghana per year. Nasa what Nasa would drink question to say yes. Sebi, what you're waiting by what you know, a young crying. Bushia, Yakana Sombra.
Technology cannot be the goal for any country. Technology is only a tool for progress. But for this progress to achieve, the fundamentals need to be correct. You can get the best of technology for your Tesla car, but if there are no wheels, the car wouldn't move. And that's the same thing which applies to a nation. The fundamentals of any country are the basic needs of its citizens. And that is no other than food, clothing, and shelter. There is a need for every country to become self-reliant in these 3 things. Taking example of the food when it comes to Ghana, we still carry the old colonial mindset. Wheat cannot be grown into this country. It needs cooler climates. But our favorite is wheat bread or rice, which comes from the Far East. And that is more and more becoming our staple food. But our traditional staples, whether it was maize or millet, they are disappearing from everywhere without realizing that these staple grains of Africa, maize and millet, are healthier than any other grains in the world. And probably this is the reason why African man physically is stronger than the rest of the world. But we are giving away our staple grains and we are attracting more disease and sickness to the continent. There is a need for us to bring back the respect for the food which we can grow here. Okay, if we love rice, let's grow rice here. Becoming self-reliant in this. And then the clothing. Cotton is grown in moderate climates and Ghana has the perfect climate to grow cotton. But we don't do that. Every cloth is imported, and all the second-hand clothes, Ghana is the dumping ground. When it comes to the shelter, buildings, the whole world is adopting steel as the main raw material. But with us, we have the largest deposits of iron ore and we are not converting it to steel. The need is to fix these fundamentals. And as we fix this, we have all the technology to take us on the path of progress. Thank you.
The whole world. I say na like can you drink cotton? Can you get me drink cotton? Get me ya entire say. But kind of form my drink go. Na fe yes, but second and goose. But they kasa no. Okay? O na colonize where we enter the two for. We are the couple. No, to us to say. Hwe. Say you war raw materials and everything there iron, like iron rods na dianti. But day. This is science portfolio. We be see my want to. So what in na kwa BEDIAKO a, was will be bia was system anymore. Abusia. Let's a best what bia. What we need is technology. This is the reason why this man is talking about. You see, we need all we need is technology. You see, Abusia, we are here to like industrialize. We are here to change this country. Nana BEDIAKO is here to change this country. If you agree with Nana BEDIAKO, let's vote those kind of circular. They don't know nothing about development. They don't know nothing about like private sectors, guys. So what you will answer me? Okay, to say Ghana from point for you now. Boom, Abusia. How you about links? Don't forget to subscribe to our link. Share comments. So what I say. See you on the castle no ubia or not be a juma. Hey Abusia. Ghana, we need something to change our mind. Ebesia.